Hello and welcome back everybody to episode 28. Today I got an interesting idea and I'm going to make a truck because I don't actually have one. I decided to do it in a unique way. So if we were to go on this like open chest things, just look at items. Okay, we can't really see items like that. But yeah, I have wood. Let's have wood, scrap bit of wood. You know what? It's actually flammable. Also in chapter 2 there's going to be fire. I'm curious, how hard is it to make a vehicle that isn't flammable? The obvious catch with this is I do want a respawn point and the bed is flammable. But let's just go into another world and look at every single part quickly. So I've actually prototyped something I want to build and yeah, it's actually interesting to see what's flammable and what's not. Okay, so if we were to separate a thing that is flammable and is not, I think flammable is on the left. So a lot of shack parts, I think all the shack parts, but some of the main ones I could quickly see. All the foods, all the items are, except for water. But yeah, all these items are flammable. Small wheels are, scrap wheels, small scrap wheels are as well. Obviously the big wheels are not. A lot of level 1 to 3 parts tend to be flammable as well still. Like a section to that is the level 4 seat. I pick it up. The level 4 seat is flammable. The same if I picked all these up. See, they're all flammable. This is a creative world. So yeah, I've used limited inventory in this world. Why I think's a mess around here. Yeah. There's some odd exceptions to this. So level 2 pistons, oddly enough, are flammable. Are not flammable. So yeah. Same with roll suspension. Level 1 is also not flammable. But 2 and 3 are. Yeah, the rules for how things are decided to be flammable is a little odd. The resource collector is actually flammable on the limited inventory. Obviously when you pick it up normally you can't, but if I just turn on and go for the resource collector, you can see here it is apparently flammable. Binary isn't, but it's interesting to know the resource collector is. And obviously like the bed, all the scrap parts I think it's generally are. And obviously all the wood items are flammable, scrap metal is. Well, it's interesting thing to know. Scrap metal is actually flammable. And there are some odd parts I didn't want to place. For example, didn't want to place explosives down. Had a few hay bots come through and whack things, so didn't want to place those down. And all the tape that you find in warehouses and that is also apparently flammable. Which might be interesting with the, if you could put a fire in there. Anyway, let's go into the parts which I'm more interested about, which is stuff that isn't flammable. Most notably, big wheel is, obviously this could all change in chapter 2. I think. But yeah. Obviously all the higher tiers metals, and concrete, glass, and the tile blocks shown that are not flammable. Chests aren't either. Good. And well, a lot of things. Craftbot isn't, beacon isn't. Bearings aren't. Bone kits, the garment boxes. And yeah, even the farmer is not flammable. Plus your respawn bag is also not flammable. Oh. Yeah, I'll say this could all change. And for some reason, the pineapples always had that like little see-through hole, like being empty on the inside. Oh, cows! I've never noticed that before. That's how they fit in 10 crops. It's hollow. Ah, side note. That's side note. Yeah, all those I'll see not flammable, which is a pretty good thing. Yeah, sort of have the workflows, you lose them, it'd be a little annoying. But yeah. But the foods themselves are not. Right, so the blocks I'm probably going to use for parts, I guess. I'm probably going to use all these beams, because you put these together, they actually... It's a bit of a line at certain angles between them, but it's a flush colour. And the textures I have access to. Now, a lot of these have pans to them, or borders. And I go do concrete, which is a bit more of a plain texture. It'll be easy to paint it and that. but concrete is a little heavy. I'm how I keep the weight low down for a trailer. But yeah, let's get into it. You can see the prototype over there actually. Oh, before it gets too dark, I have already prepared a lot of the parts, but all those themes and that are gonna be a pain to craft. They only stack in a single slot, so this is gonna take a while. Okay, well the trailer's done. So it's just basic trailer. It can hold 8 crates in the bed by itself. Obviously I have it so the back gate can come down. Yeah, so obviously this is currently all fireproof. Unless they change something like the big wheels to be flammable, then I'm in real trouble. The thing is, I'm probably not even going to use this. The saddest part of this, this is just more of a proof of concept, see how hard it is to build it. I mean, the main thing is when you're trying to build something that isn't flammable, it's just generally weight. Like when the lighter blocks build is probably like glass or the mesh. The lightest blocks to build with. And then as soon as you start getting into like sand, concrete, tiles, they all get really heavy. I use a lot of extruded metal, also free. But texture extruded metal on a vehicle just feel a little out of place when you have big patches of it. It's a small patch, small patch of it, it looks okay. Alright, let's try that. Put that to the side. And yeah, let's get on with it. Yeah, so it's pretty much done. Really short, paint the cabin. And I should probably remember to do the bearings. Okay, now the bearings are actually hooked up. I should probably at least get some power and some extra fuel. Try and drive it. Luckily for me, I've actually got quite a few batteries up. You know, we'll see this is electric, but there's also a gas engine there in case I run out of batteries, because I don't have infinite batteries. Yeah, so that's the trailer, and that's the truck. I should probably roll those together now. So let's take them down. You get that moment, you still realize you have something being a little bit lower down than it should be. Let's quickly pick that. Okay, that's corrected. That'll be flattish. Vary a little bit by suspension. Okay, now it's done. But like I said, it's not flammable. Except for the bed. Can we get around that? If it burns up, it burns up. I forgot to mention this at the start, but this is going to be battery generated, and I also want to do a little experiment for like chapter 2. Also in chapter 2, there's going to be this thing called, I'm going to do fancy for a spin. I need to get it though. There's this thing called a battery generator, and they actually showed it next to some of the brick blocks in game, so we could actually work out it was roughly a 5x7 with like a 3x3 for the handle. So I actually decided, obviously I'm probably not going to play this well when chapter 2 comes out, but how hard is it to actually fit a 5x7 with obviously a 3x3 with the handle on the truck? So I've actually left the room in there. And yeah, it's fun trying to wedge that in. So obviously I went for the front because I have a chest in the back, and that's for if I go to a packing station. That was the timer. Oops. Yeah, also have this so I can stick this out and do fruits. Obviously that's just a little logic. Oh, I can just automatically do it. Also access it in here. Yeah, so if I was doing a few couple crates, I can actually put them. I've actually, well, this isn't exactly the same as my prototype I made on creative version. But that one could easily do 16. So 2x8, too high, fine that. So if I need to do light amount of cargo, it's fine. if I'm doing cargo for my farm, my farm block barn, then those 100 crates can go on this one. It's designed for this. Oh, it's designed to be very light. Yeah, this is more of a nice one. Also, you can see the bump caused from having room for the battery jimmer. Okay, lights does the thing, and 3 I was going to hook up to pack trailer because that also can open. Means I can get up easily from the back. There's farmers, I should be able to knock them upwards on this as well. And if there's anything else that's heavy, no, you have a lift. Just knock it onto that. Move up, hammer it on. Okay. It's actually quite a fun project. Took me a while to work out because weight's a big issue. And as I'm saying this, it's also night again. I just realized I never noticed when it's night. I'm just so used to dealing with it. I guess I'll be back when that. So you know, I'll find thing about building a truck. I have nowhere to park it. My car bolt's already out in the open. Guess I could park it down here. Park a few other small vehicles at the bottom here instead. Now it's actually daytime. Take this for a ride. The engine needs to be turned up a little bit more. That's not ideal. I think. What's causing that? If I not flip? Oh, that explains it. When I was doing this one, I remember trying to right click this one, nothing happened. I zoomed, I double right clicked it. But I did that one instead. That explains why I'm turning. The opposite direction. There we go. Now it feels so much better. Oh, that feels so much better. That's not trying to turn right constantly. Okay, well, I do have a bit of annoying words, so actually I got a very good hill over here to test this on. I didn't put a full stack of battery either. I know I put 17 in the last lot. And once we get over here, I guess I'll have a little look at power consumption. Obviously, this is on the heavier side. Tier 3 concrete underneath. And yep, yeah, over the hill. I check fuel consumption directly. I do need to jump out. I've used 3 to get from here, get to here, from all the way down there. Yeah. Not the most fuel efficient, but I need to stop holding. Where? There you go. Not the most fuel efficient, but obviously the battery generator, that's gonna be somewhat okay. Go somewhere. One of our batteries, you can just get out and start hammering it. Let's forget how this. I always forget how steep this road here is. I love the roads and scrap metal. This is a real world. I'm really am concerned how many crashes would happen a day. But yeah, I'd be really happy how this performs. Hours of prototyping do pay off. Obviously, I can just come in. Oh, this is tied to the seat, but so I don't actually push it. And if I had carrots on the other 3, I could easily just load up. Load that gate down and load up. I do have a timer on that clock. Reason for that is mostly because I rather not make a ton of crates. By that I mean, you got a bunch of crates here, I'll see the physics lags out. apparently. So and I need got to paint this. Why is that rock running? Don't move, they won't see. Okay, I can use the flatbed for something now. There you go. There's our cargo. Take back to base. When I get back, I guess I'll check power consumption. Battery consumption. Yeah. Yeah, so I made a truck really. I was doing a recap. I was up doing an update recap. Obviously my last recap was missing a few things. And well, Deadpool 26 I was sort of waiting on, and oh, it's been months, so I figured it'd just be better do an update one. Not sure if Deadpool 26 is still happening. I know. All puzzle talks to go on right now, to be honest. But yeah, I'll see when I was showing off Fire, they actually had a really cool truck. I'll show off a few other things, but that was spoiling too much. Actually, we like that a truck in general, yes. So, where I wanted to make a truck come from, and I decided to add a unique thing to it and see if I can make it fireproof, which was not painful enough either. To be honest, I am debating whether to do concrete for the cab below, seeing all the lines for the extruded metal. Right, glass crab, but then I easily get filled with holes. Just if I go in tape bots. Oh, that's respawned. Hey, guess I'll do it after I've finished recording. Because I'm not careful, I'm gonna go straight in the ocean. I've nearly gone straight in the ocean times. Okay, well, guess I'll just unload this to the base. And if anyone's curious about the special episode I mentioned a while ago, I have actually finished editing it. I have, so I think I'm going to do one more before I release it. Or unless there's news about Chapter 2 dropping soon, then I will probably just release it instantly and ditch, not do the episode 29 I had planned. I mentioned in the last one, I said I was going to upgrade that vehicle to actually fly as well, rather than just being able to swim in it. I have actually got plans together, but else I might just scrap the idea altogether, because, well, like I said, I'm going to be on New World, so like, that time at the end. Yeah, the special episode is probably going to be next, because there's not much left to do. Guess I could build an actual way up to the roof. Ah, who needs that? Got chairs. And don't have my seal mate. I need paint. You don't know how many ruin ones I've done? Well, this ain't even all the paint, to be honest. Actually used a lot for explosives. That is probably gonna be the end of series, for chapter 1 at least. So we start when chapter 2 comes out. So yeah, till next time, I'll see you then. And yeah, goodbye.